And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Monday Musings, the series where I talk about random things that are on my mind for today. So let's get started. So how long can you be a fan of something that keeps letting you down, that keeps punching you in the gut before you say enough is enough? Even if it's something that you love, that you're passionate for, whether it be a novel series, a comic series, a television series, a sport, how long can you be a fan of something that just keeps letting you down over and over again before you just call it quits? For me recently, Marvel Comics a little bit, and wrestling. And after this past week and the way the Royal Rumble ended, I'm really beginning to wonder. So I caught the Riverdale premiere based on Archie comics, and I can accept that this is an alternate reality version of Archie, much like I can accept Afterlife with Archie. The comic series is very much, the zombie alternate reality. We've seen different versions of Archie throughout the years, and that's fine. And for the most part, they got a lot of the characters right, and I actually talked about this on Media Madness on Comic Frontline. I've been reading Archie since I was 6 years old, and in no realm is Archie a guy who has an affair with a teacher and is not into Betty. Just doesn't make sense to me. I've learned sometimes it's just not easy to get over things. Even things that you've told yourself time and time again and you've proclaimed, hey, I've made peace with this, I've moved on. But if it's something you're passionate about, it's akin to losing someone special to you, or someone that you love, that you learn to live your life, you learn to move on, you learn to cope. But that pain, that loss never truly goes away. And I think with things that you're passionate about, it's the same thing. Things don't work out, you learn to live with it, you learn to cope, you learn to move on. They don't go away. And sometimes things trigger those things, whatever they are, and it brings it back to the forefront of your mind, and you have to learn all over again. Sometimes it's not so easy. So I've always been someone that kind of overcommits myself. I stretch myself too thin, and it's usually on things that aren't as important as other things I should be doing. I do tend to take on a little bit too much, and even sometimes for myself. And I've been reminded recently that I'm starting to do that again. But it's also hard when you're overcommitting for others, and oftentimes those others, you either tend to let them down because you become overwhelmed with so much on your plate, or they tend to start taking advantage of you and not appreciating everything that you do. Sometimes you have to kind of draw the line. I don't know. It's a hard call. How long can you call yourself a writer, a singer, an artist, an actor, whatever, without doing anything in that discipline? Weeks, months, years? How long before you're not that thing at all? That was another episode of Monday Musings. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me a comment below with your thoughts. Follow me on Twitter, friend me on Facebook, and I'll see you in the next video. Be good.